Man, bruh. I need to go back downstairs then, if they done moved it to 10 o'clock.
I'm Rick Webb. I'm the emergency manager for Ascension Parish, Louisiana, and this will be the August 14th emergency management brief for Ascension Parish, Louisiana. I want to be clear on the purpose of the briefing that you're about to see from the elected officials in the parish. In terms of flood control operations, this will be the most serious event that Ascension Parish has faced. We're moving from a property damage situation to a potential life safety situation in terms of flood control. Just a quick overview of the river status right now. Bayou Manchac is still above 21, will still predicted to crest above 21 feet. Port Vincent is still expecting to crest above 16. Right now, water is crossing LA 42 around the Manchac area, and it's also crossing 431 near Summerfield. This is what happened in 1983, and we still have another 2 more feet to go in elevation rise. The impact that we're predicting to Ascension Parish, we're looking at the Lake Morton area, Summerfield area, Pinecrest, Gold Place, Sanamon, City of Santa, Gonzalez. So if you live along Black Bayou, Henderson Bayou, Bayou Northeast, and most of the inland waterways and on the east bank, you're going to have substantial impact for flooding. So again, we're moving away from a property damage situation and moving into a life safety situation. So we want you to heed all protective actions that's coming from the first responding agencies throughout the parish. Right now we have shelter operations in place. It's at the gymnasium at the Lamar Dixon Expo Center, and it's Red Cross run and operated. We're going to do a voluntary evacuation for areas north of 42. Again, a voluntary evacuation for areas north of 42 to Bayou Manchac and areas east of 431 to the Amite River and all low-lying areas within the parish. Water rescue units have been activated and they're currently operating. We have limited cellular service in the parish as we speak. If you have Wi-Fi in your homes, you can attempt to get your cell phone on your Wi-Fi and you may be able to communicate. Last time we tested it, we were still able to communicate through social media, Twitter and Facebook. So try that if you need to communicate with the Emergency Operations Center or the first responding agencies throughout the parish. Again, the emergency, we want to take the load off the 911 center. So if you want just critical data on the incident, call the Emergency Operations Center at 225-621-8360, 225-621-8360. The Ascension Parish Community Information Line is still active. It has recorded information on it. That number is 866-380-2303, 866-380-2803. Continue to monitor all mainstream and social media and help your neighbors if you can. Again, as I said yesterday, there comes a point in time where you have to take personal responsibility for your family safety and your safety. This is the time to do that. I'll be followed by Parish President Kenny Matassin.
Thank you, Rick. I am calling for volunteer evacuation north of 42 and east of 431. Lamar Dixon shelter is open. You need to follow the instruction of law enforcement and stay off of the roads. We are in contact with Congressman Garrett Graves, who is bringing federal resources as he can. We are partnered with the state officials as well. You need to call the OEP at 621-8300 for any kind of assistance you would need. Residents must be attentive to the surroundings. And if you can, please get out now in all those low-lying areas. Thank you, and we have Sheriff Wiley.
Thank you. Good morning. Today is Sunday, and the Lord has made this day, and I hope it's a good day for you. Best way it becomes a good day in the remainder of the week is for us to be vigilant and be patient and to pay attention to directives and, frankly, just do things that make sense. The curfew, which was enacted yesterday from dusk to dawn, remains in effect. It was a loose precautionary curfew yesterday. It will be somewhat that today, but you can anticipate for those of you who are out not going to work and those of you who are out for pleasure riding or for non-essential needs, we're going to be making a few more stops tonight. If you're going to work, have your lunch pail ready so you can show us you're going to work, or be dressed for work. Or we're going to turn you around and you're going to face some consequences. Short answer, do the smart thing, stay off the roads. It's in your best interest, either because of your public safety or because you're going to be making wakes in people's yards and people's valuable properties, and they're going to be mad at you. And I'm not going to be responsible for what they're going to do. So just be smart about that. Curfew is important, and it's something that we, the elected officials in the Unified Command, gave great thought to, and it made sense to us to enact it yesterday. And each day we will intensify the enforcement of that. Let's talk about 911 calls, ladies and gentlemen. If you're calling 911, it's going to ring a while. Here's why. We have enough people there, but what is happening technology-wise is that the cell towers in the outside parishes, East Baton Rouge, Livingston, etc., for some reason, they're rolling over to Ascension. So we're answering every 911 call. Before this event, obviously, you would get an answer in the first, second, or third ring. It may take a little while longer, but it does roll over. You stay on the line with us, a responsible and trained call taker will accommodate you. If you can stay off the 911 line, that would be most helpful. You can get to the sheriff's office for a non-emergency call at 621-8301. A human will answer, not a rollover. 621-8301. Let's talk about vehicles again and vehicle passage. We really, the important thing here is to stay off the highways. Yesterday afternoon, my deputies, myself, and others were out on the road, and frankly, it looked like a normal day in Ascension almost. There were too many people out doing too many unnecessary travel. Frankly, we've had several days to prepare for this, and if you have not prepared for this with your essentials, go get them, and go get them safely, and go get them quickly, and get home. If you're in low-lying areas, you know where they are. If you've lived here for 5 or 10 or 15 years. If you lived here in '83 and you're still in your home right now, and you lived here in '83 and your home was impacted, do I need to tell you it's time to leave? It's time to seek higher ground. The shelter is open. We'll provide transportation for you to the shelter. If you're in those low-lying areas, they will be obviously impacted. That would be the 42 area. That would be the Port Vincent area. That would be working down in the next several hours in the Gold Place, Santamar area. And you lost your home in those areas in '83, prepare to leave now in a recommended evacuation. We have a shelter available for you. Go seek family, go seek friends. Do what families do what neighborhoods do, and help each other out. I would remind you of this in closing. This is a disruptive property damage event. It's not a life-threatening event if we all stay smart and we all do the prudent things. Keep an eye on your kids. There's a lot of high water out there. Don't let them out of your sight. Stay out of your car on it. We're getting a lot of road toppings, and frankly, some of those road toppings with the water is rapid water. And in theory, it could take a car off of a blacktop. Another good reason to stay off the road. I guess that's it for now. We'll get through this, and your leadership team at Ascension is unified and prepared for this. Your responsibility is your personal preparation as well. Do that, and when your needs exceed that, I promise you your APSO will be at the ready. You call us at 621-8301, and if it's an emergency, you call 911, and we'll get to you just absolutely as possible, as quick as we can. God bless you. Thank you.
Good morning, folks. Mayor Arsenault and Chief Jackson from the city of Gonzalez. Ladies and gentlemen, what all the officials have told you earlier remains the same. Everything we're doing is strictly across Ascension Parish. So when we talk about city of Gonzalez, we mean everybody in Ascension Parish. But specifically talking about the city, Bayou Francois is going to be our concern. There's no doubt we'll probably get some backwater into Gonzalez later tonight. We'd ask you to remain vigilant. We're continuing with sandbagging. If you need sandbags, the same two locations that we've been talking about, for the last couple of days remains the same. You can still continue to get those. There will be a curfew later tonight. Once again, we ask you to stay off the roads. But again, be safe out there. Watch TV. Continue to contact us. And we've got a great team. Everybody's working together. That's the main focus here. But ladies and gentlemen, we do ask you to stay home. If you do not need to get out, I recommend you stay home. But again, continue to watch and stay tuned to our TV stations. And if you need to get out, let us know whatever we can do to assist you. I'll let Chief Jackson say a few words.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to reiterate the curfew. It's very important that you guys are off the road at dark. A lot of water that crosses the road you can't see at nighttime. And I want to remind you that if you are driving a smaller vehicle and you're trying to go through 2 foot of water, it's going to stall. Your engine will suck up the water and you're no good to anyone. You become a part of the problem at that point. So we will continue to work hand in hand with the Gonzalez Fire Department. If this does become a life-threatening situation, we'll do everything we can to help our citizens. Thank you.
Good morning, Council Chair McCluard. On behalf of all the parish council, everyone's out there, once more, let's heed what the sheriff says. Let's heed what OEP Director Rick Weber says and all the leaders, that this is an unprecedented event. Some of us that's been around a long time, we remember the flood of '83. Keep that in your mind. Keep that as your focus of where you want to be and what you want to do. Please, if you have to evacuate, get started early. Get started getting your belongings out, things like that. Once more, on the curfew, we're going to try to keep everybody's homes safe. But what our main focus is human safety. We can repair houses. We can repair roads. We can repair flood stations, things like that. We've got a lot of water coming at us. Please do not just sit idle. Give us a reach out. We're going to try to keep the communications as good as we can. We hope to get all of our cell towers back and everything working. Once again, let's reach out and let's do what we can for each other. And let's try to get everybody safe. We make it through this. We want to make it through with everyone safe. I'll let OEP Director Rick Weber come back up.
Again, just to echo what everything everyone else just said, I just want to emphasize the significance of this incident that we're about to experience. You can expect impacts south of Gold Place Road, south of the Laurel Ridge levees, beginning this afternoon. Right now, we're looking at 83 level, the rise in water and damages right now, and we still got 2 more feet of elevation to go. So just be assured that the Unified Command is intact and operational, and just heed all warnings coming from all first responding agencies throughout the parish. That concludes the August 14th emergency management briefing for Ascension Parish. I'm Rick Weber, the emergency manager for Ascension Parish Homeland Security.